welcome back to the channel. We're here today in the OCRP life server. Anybody who has been keeping up with the channel, especially this past weekend during the pretty much launch of the OCRP life server, I have my character here, Salvatore Capizzi, that I have probably is going to be my primary character on the server, but I want to turn him into a supplier of cocaine for a majority of the people. I want other civs to come to me for supply cocaines, for their supply of cocaine. Not only to, just kind of, okay, deer into the car, but I mean, it'll save civs time from going to the island. So I know I've talked a lot about it over the last weekend here, but I know I really haven't shown anybody how the cocaine process is done. Now, obviously, if a lot of you followers of OCRP, other content creator streamers in the community, or just fivem in general, I'm pretty confident that this script is elsewhere. But I just kind of wanted to showcase it for you guys, like, kind of like the process. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if you guys haven't seen it before. So we're just gonna kind of go around and we're gonna gather the supplies needed to make the cocaine, and then we're gonna go off to the islands and we're gonna gather everything we need to make the cocaine, and then we are going to make cocaine. So first off, we're down here in the county. We are going to get our we're gonna get gasoline and stuff. So we're gonna grab some gasoline, which is actually right here. So if it'll let me, there it goes. I'm gonna collect probably about 10. No, I'll collect like 5. Because I think we only need one, one gas per, the cocaine. So, and then I'm gonna grab cement. I'll probably only make like a brick or two, just to kind of like not draw out the video, because I think I need, probably just do like 1 brick, just for now. So then the next place, obviously, we have to get, so I have to go get cement. So the supplies consist of gasoline, cement, and hydrochloric acid. So we're gonna go off and go get the cement. So, all right, we're getting close to where the cement is. We actually got to go to the cement plant here, which I think is the only place you can actually get cement from. To make the cocaine. So we're gonna go grab a couple bags of cement. I think I believe it's 2. Well, I don't know why I'm saying I believe. I know I use 2 bags per brick. So I'm just gonna grab 4 bags. I know there's 4 different spots for gasoline. I think 3 are down the city. 1 is in Grapeseed. I was just happened to be in the area, so I was in Grapeseed. So we're gonna grab our bag of cements from these pile, and then we're just gonna grab 4. That way we have them. Because the cocaine process isn't really that hard. I think the most difficult part about it is driving out to the island on a boat. Unfortunately, I can't afford a plane, and that's kind of where I want to get is. I'm not going to, like, obviously being the supplier of cocaine, or wanting to be the supplier of cocaine, I'm not necessarily going to, I'm not necessarily going to make other people run around and do the supplies and gather things. I kind of want to be the one making it. Now, if someone offers to make it for me and stuff like that, of course. I mean, it's a life server. We're wanting to build it into a business, and I want it to be like a reputable business. I'm not in the. I don't have any plans to like rip people off, rob them. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a deal and rip them off and steal their money and not give them their cocaine. I kind of want to build a reputation where people are going to have Sal's number in their phone, and when they need cocaine, they're going to want to call. So it's essentially free to make it, but if someone doesn't want to take the however many minutes it takes to gather up as much supplies as they want, and the time to get to the islands, like I feel like this gives them a better choice to, like, oh yeah, you know, I can just call this guy, and if he's on, I can buy X amount from him. And obviously I want to price it to where everybody wins. So like I'm going to test it a few times whenever the corner selling gets fixed, because I think it's something they're working on, trying to figure out why it's not working. I'm trying to figure out where I can go here real quick. Right there. So with that, and whenever it gets resolved, I want to see how much it actually makes, and then possibly talk to my partner in crime there, Connor, and see like the average price that we can actually sell the cocaine for. That way the civs that buy it from us benefit and we benefit, because I think that's the ultimate goal here. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. I think I need, I think it's like 2 acid per brick, so I'll just grab 4. So I think I'm just gonna do 4. I might do 2 bricks of cocaine. Just so I can have them. Not really sure. I might do 1 or 2. It just depends, because the coca leaves, or whatever they're called, they're actually on the islands, and we can then go from there. Now I'm obviously checking. Okay, I have lock picks. I am gonna go down to the docks, and I don't think we can rent a boat anymore, so I'm just gonna go, quote unquote, borrow a boat from down at the docks. So I'm gonna go borrow someone's boat, because I really don't want to spend the money on buying a boat right now. I actually want to save up for an aircraft, because I think it would be so much beneficial to just be able to fly in and out of there. Plus, there's airfields in Grapeseed, so I can fly in the Grapeseed, pick up gas, because the cement plant's in Sandy, and then fly into Sandy, and then shoot down the Sandy airport road to the cement plant, grab as much gasoline I need, load up the plane, take the plane down here to the city, and then do the same, load up on the hydrochloric acid, and then fly out to the island. Now, the one thing I'm really like intrigued in, and I really hope happens, is I hope everything goes to plan, obviously, is number 1. Number 2, I hope that, okay, there's a boat right there. I'm gonna go borrow it. I hope that at some point a civ gets busted by the cops, and then like corner selling, and then attempts to rat on, like, oh, I can give you my supplier and stuff. Like, I think that would be actually really cool. We're just gonna top it straight into the water. Now, this isn't my boat. I'm just borrowing it from a local. So I do have to. What is my lock? Vehicle does not seem. Oh, is this the boat that I had earlier? I was fishing earlier. Oh, this is. Oh, that's awesome. It stayed here. Can we turn it around? Can we turn it around? Now, the trips to the island. Oh, this. I'm not liking this. This does not have a lot of gas. Is there like a gas station here? I hope so, because this does not have a lot of gas, and I'm not really comfortable with that. There's a fuel station right there. I don't know if that'll be able to reach the boat. I might just take one of these other boats, because I really don't think this will have enough fuel. Alright, we are almost here to the island. This is the island where you make the cocaine. I hope nobody else is here. Not that I don't want to share the cocaine production. It's just, I don't want to get shot or robbed by some overzealous civ who wants to take over the drug trade for themselves. Just doing cocaine. Because I think they can... I think there's like a grace period where someone can't take it, and then they can. Okay, there's the dock. I'm not seeing another boat. But that doesn't mean someone doesn't have a plane. Or a helicopter. So we're just gonna... We're gonna anchor. Alright. We are going to then... Yep, jump in the water. This is the island here. It's not... Seems bigger. I think the runway is... I think... So that's where you make the cocaine, over there. And then the runway's right here. So it's not that far off. So... We're gonna go over here. We're gonna pick the leaves. I think we need 100 of them. Are those players or just like... Alright, so I think we have enough right now. Yeah, we have 116. So we are now going to go over... Oh, someone's already got... They're... Okay, so... We've got to use item, which we're gonna put... We put 50 down. We're gonna put some more down. Alright, we need to put the cement down and actually get it to cover everything, so... The leaves are turning white there, and then we walk around, and we gotta collect the paste. So, we're gonna add another bag of cement. I usually do 2 for 100. It seems to work just fine, so... But usually when it's all... But there was already some in here, so I honestly don't... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There's honestly already some in here, so I don't know. We're just going to add the last one in, and we're just going to walk around and collect the paste. And then we'll continue the rest of the way. I have my knife in my hand, too, while doing this. It's interesting. As you can see, the leaves, you know, it starts to go down some more, so... We're just kind of walking around here. Obviously, I'm not an expert in cocaine in the real world, so we have 18. Is that 19? Nope, still 18. Okay. So I honestly, I'm going to assume this is very different than the real life process of it, so... Again, I don't know who all else was here. Someone probably just left. Okay. So next, I believe we go and we add cocoa blend to here. And we're gonna add gasoline. And then we're gonna add, and it's coming out right there, the bucket, for what we need to do. So I think that one's same thing. So we do need, I believe, 2 of the paste, so this kind of works out. And we're pretty much just gonna let it trickle until it's done. And then once that gets done, we can then what was the next step? Oh, it's still trickling out. I thought it was done. It's still coming out. All right. Collect cocoa paste. And we're going to remove the cocoa waste. That way, you know. And we're going to collect cocoa paste. We're going to remove the cocoa waste. I don't think we really use the waste for anything. So we're going to come over. Get unstuck. Ah. Oh my god. I'm getting stuck up there. All right. We're then going to come over here to this little where we add the cocoa paste. And then I believe we add the hydrochloric acid. And then it's going to burn. So. And it looks like we only added 1 of the hydrochloric. So. We might actually be able to make a little bit more. Let's see, can we walk again and get some more? Okay. I might make 2 bricks. Actually, I don't know if this can burn, but we're gonna wait. So it goes down, and once it gets to a certain, it'll turn into the cocaine. Is it? Nope, it didn't get there yet. All right, so now we've got our cocaine powder, and then boom, we now have cocaine. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make cocaine. So now we have cocaine. That's kind of the process of how we make cocaine. That's kind of the process that I mean, that's not kind of. That is the process to make the cocaine. That is the process that I'm going to have to use to then make cocaine and supply people. So we're going to probably see if we can do 1 more brick. Yeah, because I think we need... Wait, do we have any more gas? We have gas and we have the... Okay. I just need 4 more of that. I don't... God, pull out my knife again. No knife. Put knife away. Put knife away. Put the knife away. He won't put the knife away. Put the knife away. There we go. It wasn't working. Alright, we need just 2 more. 1. 1 more. And then that's it. I'll probably end up just collecting the rest of this just to have it. Oops, I hit 1. I need that one. Add cocoa blend. It's not that hard of a process. It's just kind of a tedious thing, I guess you could say. So I think, like, obviously the hardest part about the process is probably going back and forth from the island to the island to the state of San Andreas. So that is probably the most tedious part of it. I'm just gonna collect the rest of this. No one else can have it. It's mine now. That light is really bright. Someone's gonna show up and like shoot me and be like, "I'm taking your cocaine." I feel like I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown of how the cocaine process actually is made and like what goes about it. So since I have talked about it a lot, me and Connor both have talked about it a lot, and what we want to do with it. I figured giving you guys the process of how it's made, at least in the server. So, what cocoa paste, collect cocoa paste, or that was cocoa waste, I believe. Which, as far as I'm aware, you don't need the cocoa waste. So I don't think you need it for anything, so I can realistically just drop it. So add cocoa paste, and we're gonna make another brick, and boom. Yeah, so I'm making the 2 bricks, and then as far as I know, well, this was the paste, right? Yeah. Okay, so the waste doesn't even go in. That's the blend, the leaves, and then stuff. Okay. And that is honestly the cocaine process. It's pretty simple. It's easy. Those plants do grow back themselves. Um, so they do grow back. I don't know the timer on it, but obviously there is enough plants to make 2 bricks at least. So there's probably enough, I would say, to make maybe like 5, 6 bricks. I usually just grab all the plants from the other island because there's a lot more plants. So that's kind of how I ended up with so many. But we are going to grab this, and then we are going to beeline it back back to the city. So, and we're going to grab our cocaine powder. And yeah, that is cocaine. I know this wasn't really a RP like scenario based video. I just feel like I'd show you guys what the process of making cocaine is. Since I've talked about it a lot, that's kind of what I want this character's source of income to be in the server. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. Beautiful view. And my boat's still here. Awesome. So, yeah. I hope you guys all did enjoy this little video here. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Have a great day. And I will see you guys in the next video or stream. You guys have a good one.
Game on, babe. It's time to say goodbye now. Mr. Big Willie rolling out. Catch you in the next high speed chase.